Welcome to More Pips Traders, a profitable Forex education platform that teaches easy ways to make profit in the Forex market. Today, we are going to look at choosing a trading platform. If you take this lesson with me to the end, you will understand the factors to consider when choosing a trading platform. We will show you how to navigate and customize the MT4, and also we will show you how to utilize the various components of the MT4. Now, choosing a trading platform. The following factors should be considered when choosing a trading platform. Number one, asset selection. Ensure that the platform supports the assets you are interested in. The second factor to consider is the user interface. You ensure that the platform has a user-friendly interface in order to reduce the learning curve. The third factor to consider is how customizable is the platform. Ensure that the platform is customizable so that you can be able to adjust the features to your own preference. The fourth factor to consider is security and safety. How safe and secure are your personal as well as account informations on the platform? You go for a platform that has a good security and safety protocol. And the fifth factor to consider is customer support, to ensure that the platform has a good customer support framework. Now let's look at some popular Forex trading platform. The first on our list is the MetaTrader 4, also known as the MT4. The MT4 is one of the most popular trading platforms which is ideal for beginners and advanced traders alike. The MT4 offers a strong charting tools, automated trading options, and an extensive customer support framework. Now, the MT5. The MT5 is an upgraded version of the MT4. The MT5 comes with additional tools, more order types, and improved charting scheme. The TradingView is a web-based platform with excellent charting tools, social trading options, and easy-to-use interface. Now that we have gone through some of the most popular trading platforms, let's now go into a detailed look of the MT4. Now, this is the MT4 interface. It is very important that you get used to the interface and see how you can adjust the settings to what you prefer. Let's look at an overview of the user interface. Up here we have the main menu. The main menu is located at the top of the platform. It provides access to various functionalities such as file management, chart settings, and account management. Below the main menu, we have the toolbars. The toolbars contain shortcuts to frequently used commands, and just below the toolbar we have the market watch. The market watch shows a list of the currency pairs as well as their bid and ask prices. Beside the market watch we have the navigator window. The navigator window provides access to various account related features, indicators, expert advisors, scripts, and account history. And below the navigator and the market watch we have the terminal window. The terminal window displays information about open trades, account history, alert, and news. Traders can also access trade reports and account statements from the terminal window. A greater percentage of the interface is dedicated to the price chart. Traders can customize charts by adding indicators, drawing tools, and other analytical tools to aid in their trading decisions. Now, let's go to the main menu. On the main menu, there are various sub menus. Number one, we have the file menu. From the file menu, you can manage accounts, open charts, and access trading options. Next to the file menu, you have the view menu. The view menu controls the appearance of the MT4, including toolbars and panels. Next to the view menu, we have the insert menu. The insert menu is used to add objects and indicators to the chart. Next to the insert menu, we have the chart menu. The chart menu will allow you to modify and customize chart settings. Next to the chart menu, we have the tools menu that provides access to trading options and customization settings. Next to the tools menu is the Windows menu that allows you to manage your chart arrangement. Next to the Windows menu, we have our help menu through which you can have access to MT4 guides and support. Now, if you look at this chart, it is very hard to understand the up and down movement that is happening, rising and falling of the exchange rate. So we are going to adjust the settings such that we can easily observe the changes that is happening on the chart. But the way it is right now, it is very hard to differentiate when the price is falling, when the price is rising. So to tackle this, the first thing we are going to do, we go to the main menu and look for our chart menu. If you click on our chart menu, a drop down comes, you scroll to properties. Now this is our chart properties. On this window now, you can make changes to this chart in two badges. We have the colors and we have the common features. Now let's start from the common features. The common features, this is where you are going to dictate what will show on your chart and what will not show on your chart. First of all, let's look at the first set of changes we can make here. We have offline charts, we have chart on foreground, we have chart shift. Yes, I want my chart to shift, and we have chart auto scroll. I will activate auto scroll. Currently the chart is a bar chart, but I want candlesticks. You can change it to line charts, you can change it to candlesticks, and you can also have it on bar chart. I want candlesticks. I want my open, high, low, close to show. I want my ask line to show. I don't want period separator. I don't want grid lines. So anyone you don't want to show, you just deactivate it. I want my volumes to show, and I also want my object description to show. Now I have made changes, the common features I want on my chart. Now let's go to the colors. I want my background to be black. I want my foreground to be blue. I don't want grid lines, so I can put it on none. My bar up, I want green. My bar down, I want red. My bull candle, I will choose green. And my bear candle, I will choose red. My line graph, I will go for brown. My volume, I will go for purple or any shade of purple. Medium slate blue is okay. Indian red, let me go for Indian red for my ask line. And my stop level, I will leave it on red. Now I have made the changes I want, and if you look at the preview window here, instead of this one, my chart will be showing like this. So now let's activate the changes. You see now, without detailed technical analysis, if you look at this chart, you will simply observe that when the exchange rate is falling, you see more of red candles, and when the exchange rate is rising, you see more of green candles. That has made it possible for us to see observable changes on the chart. So now that we have made these changes, it is very important to note that if you open a new chart, the chart will open in default. Now, how do you create and load a template? After making adjustments to your chart scheme, go back to the chart menu, you go and you check templates. Now you save templates, allow the window to open, and when the window opens, you simply rename your template to what you can easily remember. Let me just call this template P5 and I hit save. This template now is saved. So next time I will open a new chart, all I need to do is to go back to chart menu, template, and I load my P5. Instead of going over the settings again, I will load the template on the chart, and all the settings will simply be loaded on the new chart. Now that is how to save a template and load a template. What I've shown you so far, there is a shortcut to it. You can easily right click on the chart and you see the chart properties and you make the changes I made earlier. Also, to save a template, you can simply right click on the chart, you see template, and you hit save template, or you load the template if the template is already saved. Now we know how to make changes to our chart settings and how to create and load a template. Let's go to see how we can add a default indicator to your chart. We said that from the insert menu, you can add features to the chart. If you go to insert, you will see indicators and you can choose an indicator to load. Now this pop-up that comes up, if you want to adjust the settings of the indicator, this is where you do it. But if you're okay with the settings the way it is, you just hit OK and the indicator will be loaded on your chart. If you want to remove the indicator from your chart, all you need to do is to right click on any aspect of that indicator and you will see delete indicator. The indicator is now gone. We have seen how to load a default indicator on our chart and how to remove a default indicator from our chart. Now let's go to how can you now add a custom indicator to the platform. To add a custom indicator to the platform, first of all, you have to download the indicator to your device. From the file menu, look for open data folder. Allow the folder to open. Look for MQL4. When you have seen MQL4, you now look for indicators. When you have seen indicators, you leave the indicator folder open and go back to your device where you saved the indicators. Copy the indicator and paste it in the indicators folder. So now I open the MQL4, open indicators, and I will leave it. I will simply go back to where I saved the indicators on my device and I will simply copy the indicator files. Go back to the indicators folder in the MQL4 and simply paste the indicator files that I copied in this folder. After I've pasted the indicators, what I will do is to close this folder and restart my MT4. After restarting my MT4, if I go to insert, I'll go to indicators and custom indicators. I will see the indicator here. Yes, the indicator is a stiffness indicator. That's the indicator we added to the platform. Why my own is showing without restarting the platform is because the indicator has been there before. Now you just click on the indicator and the indicator will come up. This, if you want to make changes to the indicator, like I said earlier, you can adjust the settings of the indicator here and hit OK, and the indicator will be loaded on your platform. Also, it is very important to note that you can as well customize the toolbars. You simply right click on any of the buttons on the toolbar and you select customize. A pop-up window will show up, and when the pop-up shows, you now make changes to your toolbar. Now you see available toolbars and you see selected. Now if you select any of the buttons in the available, you can remove or insert it on the toolbar. Let's see if any of the ones I've selected will appear. After I have made the changes, I will now close the window. Initially, all these ones were not here. Now I've added my template shortcut. Instead of going through the chart, select template, I can simply go here and select the template. So that's how you can add to or remove from the toolbar. Let's see if I will remove some of the shortcuts that are already here. Standards. Let me remove the standards. You see, I removed the standard and those set of shortcuts left and I added them back. Now let me see if I remove time frame. You see the time frame have disappeared. I can also come back and add time frames. So you can customize by adding to the toolbars or removing from the toolbars. You can also arrange it. Now that we have understood the interface of the platform, it is very important to know how to place trades on the platform. Like I said earlier, that we adjusted the features of the platform, the colors and the commons of the charts, so that it will aid our ability to understand price movement. To aid in that decision making process, let us now add some indicators to the chart. We said to add indicators to the chart, you go to the insert menu. On the main menu, you see indicators and you go for custom indicators. If you want to add a custom indicator, want to add a default indicator, you select from this list and you will see the default indicators there. So now let's look for a custom indicator that we can add to our trading platform. Let's add the mark D to the chart. Now we have added MACD to the chart, and let's add a moving average. You go back to insert indicators and you see custom indicators, you see moving average. Let's take this as our moving average. We are going to look at how we can place trades on the platform. Place a trade on the platform. First of all, carry out your technical analysis and you decide if you are going to do a buy or a sell. Your understanding of the price movement at that time, you decide if you are going to do a market execution or you are going to do a pending execution. If you are going to do a market order, there are two ways you can go about it. After you have opened the chart, studied the price movement, and you have made your decision to buy or to sell a market execution, now the first way you can go about placing the trade is you look at this button here. Sometimes the button may be hidden, so if you just click on this button here, it will show up. So if you want to sell at the market price, you can just simply click sell. If you want to buy at the market price, you can easily click buy. However, if you want to make changes to the stop loss and the take profits, what you should do is to go to new order. On the toolbar, you see new order. You click on the new order and this window will open up. Now you put your stop loss and your take profits. After you are done with all that, if what you wanted to do is to buy, you click buy by market. Now we have entered a buy. This is an instant execution. Now let's go to a different currency pair and see how to enter a pending order. Now let's go to a new currency pair. Now I've loaded this chart. Let's go to our template and load the template. Okay, now this is our chart. Let's see how we can do a pending order here. Before entering a trade, remember that you must carry out your market analysis. If you go to our new order, change our order type to pending order, select the kind of pending order you want. Let's say a buy limit, and let's say we want to buy at 1.71830. That's the price we want to carry out this transaction. Our lot size is 1 lot. Now I place the trade. You see the trade is now placed, but it's not executed yet. This trade will be activated when the current market price touches our entry point. It is very important to note that when you're carrying out a pending order, you have to be the one to put the price at which the trade will be executed. But in a market execution, the trade will be executed at the current market price. And the only way you can do a pending order is either by clicking on the new order here, or right clicking on the currency pair you want to trade. You will see new order and you click and the same window will appear. Those are the only ways you can go for a pending order. You need to come to this window so that you can adjust the trade type to pending order. But if you want to do a market order, you can simply buy or sell from these shortcut buttons here. So far so good. We have gone through the MT4 interface. We have shown you the factors to consider when choosing a trading platform, and we have also shown you how to place a trade on the MT4 platform. We also showed you how to customize the MT4 platform, the basic customizations you need to carry out your trading on the MT4. However, we recommend that you go back to our simplified introduction to Forex for you to have a better understanding of all the procedures mentioned here. It is very important to know that whatever you can do on the MT4 can as well be done on the MT5. However, they both differ in so many ways. In terms of market coverage, the MT4 focused on Forex trading with limited support for other asset classes, while the MT5 is a multi-asset platform that supports Forex, stocks, commodities, futures, and so many other asset classes. In terms of order type, the MT4 supports 4 types of pending orders, which are buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop, while the MT5 have 2 additional pending order, which is the buy stop limit and the sell stop limit. In terms of time frame, the MT4 has 9 time frames, while the MT5 provides 21 time frames. In terms of economic calendar, the MT4 lacks a built-in economic calendar, while the MT5 comes with an integrated economic calendar. In terms of programming language, the MT4 uses MQL4, while the MT5 uses MQL5, which is an advanced programming language. In terms of backtesting, the MT4 uses single-threaded backtesting, while the MT5 uses multi-threaded backtesting for faster and more detailed results. In terms of community and support, the MT4 has a larger user base with more custom indicators and tools, while the MT5 is a newer platform but rapidly growing in adoption and support. Now, let's look at trade management. Trade management is the act of managing open positions to maximize profits and minimize losses. This involves employing your risk management strategy. Now, let's say you have an existing trade that you want to manage. Let's say when you enter the trade, you did not add features like the stop loss and take profits. What you need to do now, you go back to your entry point. If you right click on the entry point, a window will come up and you see modify. Now you can modify your trade by putting the stop loss, the take profit. Now that we know how to modify our positions, if there's anywhere you are lost, pause the video, go over it again for clarity and understanding. You can also send us your questions through our email address. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share these informations so that these informations can as well get to other traders out there that need a well-defined pathway out of their trading confusions. You're welcome.